keeping busy is treating you well.
It is my own nature.
Here we go. There's the chime. Do not call it this. I mean, it's not dangerous, is it? Oh. Hello and welcome. It is time for Haven. It's time for Minecraft. It is also time for bed, it looks like. I'll just use the one in here rather than having the villagers. Welcome back. I have been working on construction. Largely back at the Bahamas. I've started to plot out some areas to, as ridiculous as it sounds, attempt to build an ocean. If it's anything like the ponds that I've made, it's... Oh! Okay. Wow. If it's anything like making the ponds that I've made so far, it's just a matter of creating a large vessel for water. Getting more water to put in it. It should all be doable. To see if anything comes of it, I guess. I don't think that anybody has done an undertaking like that, trying to put something in the world that isn't here piecemeal. I think that the training supplies are due for a restock. I do not currently have a other worker. The other one, I'm going to hope went somewhere on the road, but may have gotten lost. May have been untimely fate. That is fine, probably. It's their business. Since I don't have a leather worker, this isn't going to be quite as economical, but I'd like to get the dojo stock back up. And that makes, sure, 5 different colors. And now for the best part. Thank you. I also think it's prettier on the dojo. You know, it's not a finished thing. I'll put more work into it eventually, but... So this is the machine that I made for, well, getting the helmets ready. Oh, hello there. Oh, bird, right?
Yes, in your Citadel.
Yes.
I remember you from the war.
Well met. I remember seeing you as well. It's good to see you under a lighter pretense. Hello.
Indeed. How long have you been setting this up?
The dojo was something that Kelpie and I were working on for a few weeks. I want to say a month or so ago.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. There's a smaller training ground I built for an as-needed basis further away, but this is well constructed. I enjoy it a lot, actually.
Well, thank you. It is public. Would you like to take a look inside?
If you would permit, I
Absolutely. I mean, this
spare
is
a few minutes.
sure. Yeah, this is open. It's public. It is good for anybody to use to train. What brings you out this way?
Patrolling for His Majesty. He's been rather concerned with safety as of late. Wanted me to keep an eye out for any individuals new or returning on the outskirts of the kingdom.
Certainly, there is the odd case of somebody coming back, I suppose.
Coming back?
Well, yes.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I only mean, I don't know. I saw her when she appeared. I didn't learn till later that apparently she'd been here before, but little pinata clown woman.
Soleil?
Yes, Soleil.
She's not dead.
She said that she was, but apparently she got better, came crawling back out of the blood pit. Seems to have been getting around.
She set up in Elysium or outside of it? I'm sorry, I need to make sure she's okay.
I don't actually know where she set up. She mentioned at one point that she wanted to be somewhere close to other people. And I think that she left some signs in Moth's village, but I haven't seen her really settle down anywhere. Just a couple of times out and about. Very, mobile, that one. Seems hard to keep
Always
down.
been hard to pin down is a good way of stating it, yeah. Thank you. I thought she was gone. Funny the way things work out. Is there anything you need for this place? It seems you've waterlogged the ceiling a bit. Were you planning a hot spring somewhere, or?
Well, I got the crying obsidian from the nether and thought it looked good. And then I heard somebody tell me some ominous things about it possibly containing, I don't know, magic or regret or something. I haven't noticed any adverse effects. If they crop up, I'm probably going to change the ceiling out, but,
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
I like to think that it gives the place a little bit of ambiance and hopefully doesn't seem to cause a mess or pool, so...
No, most certainly not. Do you need anything else for any supplemental buildings to be added? It seems the main area is quite well finished and decorated.
There are actually a few other sort of things I wanted to work on. For one, the other training area you mentioned, is that the archery range that's sort of out near Moss Village?
Yes. Yeah, the bamboo structure.
Right. I know part of the reason that Kelty and I made this was that she doesn't deal very well with sunlight. And it messes with her a bit, so we wanted to make a place that was shielded and more accessible. I was also worried that these things would hurt Captain, but he said that he was fine with them, so... But archery. I kind of just threw these up here, but this is honestly a pretty crude setup. I am not much of a marksman, so if you fancy yourself handy with a bow or knowledgeable about that sort of thing, I would greatly appreciate some help in sorting out a slightly better target range.
I can definitely do that. I could honestly move the old one over here somewhere if there's a spare space for it.
Yes, and let me
Throw
show
a
you
roof over top.
Let me show you the rest of what we have. There's actually an underneath. The reason it's so noisy in there is because there is a mob trap that feeds out down here.
Oh.
It is also extremely noisy because they're all going in there, but since this whole area down here is shaded, there is, well, all of the sort of area here underneath is also open to be developed into something. I've tried to make some, I don't know, platforms for, well, I'll call it agility training, but these so far are relatively safe since it's also a walkway.
Yeah, I could definitely find a space. It's a simple setup. The main thing needed would simply be a bit of range and a solid wall, so I could definitely set something up around here.
And of course, if it does wind up being better fit for upstairs or somewhere else, then you can always build out some tree cover or, what's the word, like some canvas canopies or something.
Yes, I'm sure we can figure something of the kind out. There's, I'm sure, plenty of extra tarp and such laying around from the festival and all that was set up.
Yeah, welcome to the Bone and Stone Dojo. If you do ever want to drop by, show anybody, or do training here, it is open. I don't know. I suppose sort of indefinitely. I don't think that there's not actually really a way to close it.
Not exactly.
Public facility. That's the word.
I, it's very nice, and I'm assuming the Keltsy would be the bone. From what I've heard of them, it makes sense.
Yes, they are. How would I put this? Skeletal, kind of. She's she's seems good folk though.
Makes sense. I no different than many of the rest of us, and Clyde. You know, you're one of the few that I've seen cultivate horses here.
I actually have a bunch of them. I've been trying to keep a breeding stock and training them up because I don't know. When I got here, I didn't have much to do. I heard that nobody was doing that and figured that I might try a hand at it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think quite a few people have avoided doing so simply because the terrain is not the friendliest to horses, but I suppose with the highway intact, it makes it safer.
The highway has made it much safer. I can't imagine that they would be quite as eager to ride without it.
Yeah. I'm kidding. Oh. Um, speaking of riding, if you have any other chores you need done in Elysium, I do need to head back. That way I can't spend more than a day out on any.
Oh, right. Actually, yes, I think I could do a little bit of work there on the reconstruction. Sure, I will tag along. So while I was out on the highway the other day, with a few other folks, I did notice something that was peculiar, and a few other folks pointed to you as somebody to check in with about it. Do you have feathers?
I do? Why?
There was just sort of a mess of red feathers on the highway, and folks recommended checking in with you to make sure that you were safe.
Where?
Out near Dakota's office?
Right. I'm not actually sure. I mean, I know I lose them from, work or just, the occasional small molt or something. But I don't know why there would be a cluster of them somewhere. It's odd.
It was a bit odd, but I am glad to see that you seem to be, well, you seem to be out and about on top of things and hopefully doing well. How have you
I
been holding
am
up since the war?
I am always busy. His Majesty keeps me on regular duties or other side projects. I seem to find myself prone to the occasional hibernation since coming here and work takes up a good portion of the rest of the time.
Hopefully
Ah,
keeping busy is treating you well.
it is my nature. Speaking of reconstruction, ahead of that project.
Oh, it is. And those slime piles are getting bigger. Alright.
The cranes seems to be an effective use so far, though.
That is a nice tool. I probably go check in with. Oh, oh my. Okay, that is impressive.
Again, wings aren't just for show.
Fair enough. I do a lot less well with heights.
Understandable, they are not
Oh,
everyone's.
I'll do the drop more than height. It's the drop that worries me.
I figure out. Oh, right, yes.
By the way, do you know anything about the redstone that's been... There's a bunch of redstone that's kind of just under the paths here.
I'm not certain. Something seems to have been slowly moving. I thought some of it might have been construction. I know Sylph has claimed a spot to do some construction, so I have endeavored not to mess with it too much. I assume it's part of the cleanup. Or something. I'm not quite sure.
A lot of slime down here. I don't know if it's leaking down or what.
I'm not sure.
Maybe I shouldn't hold you back from your report for too long.
Well, as long as I'm back in Elysium, it won't be a long walk to return and give my report. If you're interested in reconstruction, I thought I saw... It's still raining. No, it is not.
Seem...
Let me look.
I was looking at some of the places where the buildings have been damaged in particular.
I have found the head of who you need to speak to.
Fair enough.
At least regarding what's been cleared for reconstruction projects. Cap? Hey.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Fine. You?
Busy, as always. Do you need a hand with any extra supplies or anything while I'm here? I can always request them from the council.
No, I'm fine.
Right. Citadel was thinking about some projects in terms of reconstruction, and I know since that's your area of expertise as of late, that, you know, you two should potentially speak on the matter.
I don't need any help. It's fine.
Alright. Well, if that changes, or if you just need extra supplies, I am around, and Angel is around. She'd be more than happy to assist. Let me go see about giving my report. If I have time, I'll be back, or I'll start maybe moving things to the dojo, and might see you there.
Right, wonderful. If you do ever want to spar, I also have some helmets and things set up for training.
Oh, delightful. I've been struggling to find a good set of equipment that would not, you know, lead to too much permanent harm, especially now since...
Trying to organize duels that are not a serious risk are difficult, but so far using leather helmets and actual armor, having the helmets break mark the end of a duel has been workable. Still shaping it out, but
better than doing nothing and adding to the blood pile.
Much better than adding to the blood.
Right. I'm due back before dawn, so I'll leave you to it and everything. It was good to meet you, Citadel. I hope we can speak again soon.
Likewise, good to talk with you. How goes it, Captain? Still just plugging along?
Yeah, just it's going alright. Yeah.
Were these pistons and redstone and things part of your cleanup equipment?
No, they need to be cleared up after I get all this somewhere.
Oh. Right. I told you that I would not put into your cleaning, so I will leave you to it. I'll see you around. I'll be nearby.
Okay.
Yeah, still blood here. I am tired of working with blood. That would count as cleaning. So, take a look here. I'm not entirely sure if I should get this cow out. I mean, it's not dangerous, is it? I don't know. Not dangerous. Hopefully you're also not suffering. There's only a few cauldrons of blood, and I don't know, it needed a place to be put. There's a lot of blood hauling to do just to get it over to the edge. Even with the winch that I made there. There we go.
What are you doing?
I was trying to repair some of the foundations from where this building was.
It's fine. I can do it.
You certainly can, I'm sure, but you already have your hands full, and you're already working on something right now, so...
And it's fine. I'll get to it.
Well, consider this one less thing you have to get to.
No, it's fine, really.
I mean, it is. It's just... I just want to get the hole closed up.
I'll get to it now. I'll get it done. You have things you need to be doing, so
Not that many things, actually. The horses are all fed and taken care of. Nobody is at the dojo in need of training right now.
it's really fine. You don't need to help.
I know. But this one isn't... This one isn't for you. This one is not... This is not something for you as a friend. This is something for the kingdom.
It's fine, really.
If you insist, I suppose that I can... I don't disbelieve you. I'm sure that you will be fine, but you don't have to be the only one to do this.
Don't need help. I don't.
Just because you don't need it doesn't mean you shouldn't have it. But I don't know. I feel like I'm talking in circles, and I actually did not. Actually, I didn't bring enough materials to do much more than this, so make sure that you do rest, and you don't have to ask for help, but you don't need to turn it away, Captain.
I know.
Right? And I've been starting to wonder where the other people of the kingdom have been. And clearly they're out and about, they've been getting up to things. And there have been plenty of other matters. There's the Nether, so they're returning. There is all sorts of things still going on. I had been wondering why I didn't catch more people than Captain out here building. Or I thought that was a them issue, but now I'm starting to wonder. I left this horse here the other day. We're working on the Bahamas stuff, so I'm working on. I just went to visit it with everybody. That was nice. I guess if I am not welcome to help here, then I can continue putting effort into that. Still really does not feel right compared to the state of things. I don't know. If this is dirty work that nobody else wants to do, then... well, nobody else besides Captain. I'll find some way to make myself useful. Next question, is there anything that's actually good for dealing with the blood? The answer seems like no. And, you know, I'll still use a shovel for it. I do not want to hold my hands as little as possible with this work. Oh, there. I really don't want to find anything else in here. Yeah, the only thing that I want to find under all this blood is dirt and grass. If there's anything else, it will not be reassuring. There are already things close enough to floating eyeballs in the nether. Don't need that here. Look out behind you. Hello, Captain. How goes? Oh. Ah. Alright, I don't need to play dumb. That was far too square a strike for it to have been you missing the blood. Captain, why did you just strike me?
Said I didn't need help.
This isn't about helping you.
It's fine, you don't need to do anything.
Just because I don't need to doesn't mean that I don't want to. If you've been doing this to everybody that is tried to clean, have others come forward and you stop them?
I don't need any help.
It isn't about helping you. It's about helping everybody here in the kingdom.
I can do it on my own.
Anybody can move a mountain on their own given a lifetime and enough determination. That doesn't mean you have to.
It's my job to clean up, and so you don't need to.
You can tell that neither of us is getting much cleaning done at this pace, and you can tell that you're not feeling very well about this, so I suppose that I'll go for now. Flowing? How does that hurt? Clean up here from the north. Ocean spilled anywhere inside of here. Monsters that I can't handle without a fuss. This time I'll bring more stone and I'll wait until I leave if I have to. Now I'm still shocked that these plants from the Nether are edible, or that they're actually able to grow down here. And I'm still not entirely convinced that they are healthy, but damn if those aren't delicious. B was a present that I was given recently. Suppose that I might as well go up by the highway. Leave my horses behind while I was pulling that stunt earlier. And I know they're not going anywhere of their own accord, but... And that pickaxe did 6 fucking hearts. That's terrifying. captain as a war pick. Nice, but almost do something about the blood from up here, or from the dojo. We broke into the gunpowder supplies, at least. It's a great idea. Let me just build cannons to fire at Elysium's gate. Get to stay here. Use the villager's window. There we go. Get some TNT cannons, some sponge dispensers, something. Water doesn't do it. Actually, I wonder if lava does anything to it. Water doesn't actually wash away the blood or do anything about it, but I wonder if you could burn it away. Turn these guys way down. Training grinder still works fine. I've been trying to be more diligent about cleaning it up since my first person I'm not sure that I want to welcome back as guest the other day. Nice to bird's hand. He is definitely enthusiastic, but it would be nice to have more fighters work on the training area. I agree, I like the copper chains. Now it's time for the most fun part of the dojo, which is the contraption that's used to make the training helmets. So this is the ingenious process by which I prepare the helmets that can break during a duel. And... yep, 4 more. There we go. Ooh, 12 durability leather helmets. Wait, shoot, I did not wait for the reset timer to go off. Okay, I may have messed this one up then. Here we go, there's the chime. Do not call it the circumciser. Captain added the fucking woodcutter to it. So I've been reluctant to do this, because this is probably the least fun part about keeping the dojo supplied. But this is how the training helmets are made. One more. Okay, 12. And wait for the reset timer. Yeah, I just cut the leather using the magma block. Oh wait, no, you were making... oh, Cap, that's... no. I don't want to make circumcision canon in Haven. You can't do this. It's not too late. Oh my... Okay, that's great. That's great knowledge. Good to know. This also chews up the rest of my armor. I do want to make sure that I don't break that, especially my very fancy boots. So, oh, hello, bird. I think he might be muted still.
Not me immediately hitting the deafen button again, anyway.
Hello there.
um, do you remember the way to to Coda's office, where they supposedly found all the feathers?
I have a vague idea. I'm not the best with directions, but I think I remember more or less where it was. If nothing else, I can try the highway until I do find it.
If you don't remember, it's not a concern. I just am not exactly familiar with the roadways yet, and I've only been there once. I just wanted to check something. It was just feathers, right? Nothing else?
Yes, actually, I hope this isn't odd. I actually do have one that I retrieved.
Can I see it?
Certainly. It is back this way at my house. I apologize if that was weird, but nobody knew who it was. We confirmed it wasn't Abaddon since he was there, so I was holding on to it in case I needed to give it to the doctor or anything.
No, not a worry. Honestly, it might be smart for you to hold on to it. I'll explain if it is indeed mine.
Okay.
Your background in combat, if I might ask, do you remember where it came from? Mercenary work, or a guild, or...
Non-anticipated guest. Well...
If you don't mind me asking.
Certainly, I do not mind at all. Would you like to sit for a moment? Or just...
Whoop.
Oh, good. This is why chairs are optional.
Yep.
I don't remember a lot
Oh.
in general, but in short, I was a knight. As far as my training itself, I don't believe that I ever served as a page or had a specific training master, but I do think that I went to at least a few sort of training grounds, and that's how I learned my bearings.
Do you remember anything about your kingdom? Any kingdoms?
Well, I don't think that other kingdoms were particularly heavy on my mind. I say this, where my memory fails me, I try to listen to my feelings on the subjects. I feel that my heart remembers more about these things than my head does. I don't think that there was particular trouble or distress with other kingdoms. There was there were more pressing concerns than that. Regarding my own kingdom, I mostly recall the leader of it. It's Princess, the woman that I served.
She must have been lucky to have you.
I'd like to think so, but I won't be able to say that until I figure out what her next step is.
Look, I asked, does the name in this inscription Does it mean anything to you?
Jump. Oh, chairs. The description is so long, it's bugging off my screen slightly.
Oh.
The golden child? That what you're referring to?
Yes. You don't remember anyone that went by that title, do you?
I'm afraid I do not. That is nothing like the title that my lady would have worn, and it's not familiar to me. I'm sorry.
No. Don't apologize. This place is full of mysteries, as you'll come to learn.
Far more mysteries than answers I've already learned. But regarding one answer, your feather. I've got that downstairs of
Oh, yes.
well, allegedly the feather.
Yep. You need confirmation. Well, it's a match. No?
It does look like it. It's the same shade of crimson.
Now I just have to find out what they're all doing out there. Right. Thank you for that and
Certainly.
for taking the time to speak to me and everything. I'll worry about getting the marksman area to the dojo, and if you need anything else, you have a friend in the council now, or at least an acquaintance, perhaps.
I am glad to be acquainted.
Glad to be acquainted with you as well. I'll
If I
get out of your hair.
You know what, before you do, I actually did have one more. Oh, I missed. Okay, hang on. I can fix this. I can fix this. Let me just re-slice the cake. There we go. Haven't had the chance to talk with you as much as some of the other people that I asked, but would you like to count each other as friends? Not for the purpose of politics or anything, just...
If that is something you'd be amicable to, I
would.
could always use more
I-
friends, perhaps.
I would rather know more people in this strange land as friends than as... I don't know. There's enigmas, there's monsters, there's all sorts of dramatic titles and things that people take. And to be
Yeah.
honest, something that is not quite in common with many of the other folks that I have talked to. I don't think anybody else that I've asked to be a friend so far knows their way around a kingdom or their way around a fight, so there is a part of me that would be glad to have your friendship because of that.
Of course. Apologies, I have one more side question. These are... Did you pull these from the nether?
Yes, those are... I'm not really sure what the little fern is, but the others are a fruiting plant that Dakota pointed out. If you'd like to try one.
You've been growing them.
Good.
The plants in this nether, our nether, are largely similar to my home. It's been a long time since I've seen so many of these. It's a comfort.
That is good. I don't know if this would be a comfort. They're kind of laid out like specimens, but I have a few other things that I still need to deliver to August from the expedition.
Yep, the feather fern. Have you delivered any of these? I have a few extra on my person.
Oh. I haven't. I think that August may have gotten a sample of those, but I'm not actually sure. Oh, well, if you're willing
They're-
to donate those to the research, I would be glad to deliver them.
a bit similar to nether bamboo, in a sense. If they grow densely enough, they can form entire structures.
That is... I don't know. I find myself... I try not to act like things don't surprise me, but I'm getting so used to surprising things in Haven that it becomes difficult. I'm honestly out of my depth most of the time.
You get used to it. I don't think there's many here that are frequently in their depth. But anyways, yes, if you ever need of me, the big tower above the rest of the manor is mine. Pretty sure the mail system is still working, being run by Ren, so I can be contacted. That way, I'll hopefully be out and about more. I mean, there's no need to guard the original location of the anchors, so hopefully I will stop having to go on scouting missions there. Anyways.
He was quite a ways away.
Indeed, but thank you.
Make your
Again,
acquaintance. Would you like to
Citadel.
take any of the cake with you? You can
I mean,
travel.
I would happily take a slice. That's fantastic.
Go for it.
Thank you. Anyways, good luck with the rest of the dojo and the day and all. I hope your reconstruction projects go well.
Thank you.
I'll see you.
Be well.
You as well. Stealth creeper.
I still haven't made a porch out that way. Whoop. This is an easy fix. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Hang on. We don't need that down there for a second. I don't know where this goes.
Don't worry about it. I'll try to remember what I did. Wait, no shit, that's...
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
This is fine. This is fine.
I had such a delayed reaction. I went, huh, what's that hissing noise? Boom!
Oh, that's
I think
fantastic.
you picked up the rest of my dirt for your yard.
Oh shit, I think... Okay, I did. This is fine. I have...
You can have that. You can... Yeah. Yep. I didn't need it.
Alright, I think that's probably as good a place to end stream as any. Thanks for coming by.
Christ.
I show up,
that
befriend
was
you,
so
blow up
sad.
your porch.
That was so sad.
That was so fucking funny.
I'm so sorry.
That was perfect.
I still need to let this be a lesson to me to actually make a porch out here and light it up, because I still haven't done that.
Here, you know what? Let me just,
Oh gosh, that's Minecraft, and the Enderman is still here to...
just hanging out in the house.
Yep, just hanging out.
He's got a delivery.
I don't know a way to receive that delivery other than ending his whole career, so...
He'll give it to you when he's ready. He's shy.
Okay. I'll count on him.
Alright.
Alright. Thanks, y'all. Catch you later. Thank you for watching on stream. Till next time. See, this is the normal level of Haven scuff. It's so perfect.
If it ain't Scuff, it ain't Haven.